It is Tiffany Gaines, host of the Seekers podcast. What are y'all gonna do? Sports media with Deion Sanders. I, I didn't say this or mention this on any sort of recording, but there's something about Deion. I never had any doubt that he would absolutely be in the game. I never had any doubt that he would win the game yesterday. And y'all done messed up and let this man win. But here's what I want to say, and keeping everything a buck and keeping it 100. And I'm going to say keeping it a buck because I'm about to talk about Cam Newton. That's one of his little sayings. Deion was overwhelmed with emotions. He was super excited. He was calling out the media. He was calling his emotional receipts his ahs. Oh, no, I remember when. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, not yous. But the other thing he did, and I'm waiting, I haven't done any sort of reading yet. So I'm interested to see once I record this, I'm gonna go back and do some reading. Dion was addressing a female reporter. He used sweetheart, he used baby, right? And if we're just talking, especially culturally, black people, we do that all the time. But in a professional setting, regardless of what you want to say, you kind of have to pull yourself away from your at home dialogue, your with your people dialogue when you're addressing the media. Now, if I had to bet money, I would bet that the chick, see, there I go. The media person he was addressing was black. Um, I don't know, but even if she wasn't, the fact that he said baby and sweetheart to a woman in the media, I can't wait to see if he gonna get this Cam Newton treatment. Y'all know how we did Cam, how y'all did Cam, how people did Cam when he addressed the media person. I think he called her sweetheart or something like that, or isn't that cute? The fact that she was asking a football question, he kind of, you know, he was a little too casual. I didn't take offense to it, but I'm not that woman in the media, and I understand exactly why she did. Because you want to be looked at as an equal. You want your peers to respect you and respect your ability and respect your craft, and you don't want to be addressed as, oh, girly or sweetheart, as though you don't know anything. I talk sports a lot. I know a lot about sports. I'm not an X's and O's type of person, but I can hold my own in some conversations with men about sports, so I get it. But I just want to see if they're going to look past Dion because everybody loves Dion. He is a dynamic individual. I just want to see if people are going to call him out on that, or they're just going to be looking at the fact that he beat TCU, the team that competed for the national championship, though they were embarrassed in the national championship game. Um, so what was it, Clemson? I think it was Clemson. But I just want to see. And I mean, just I loved outside of that, I loved his post game demeanor. I loved how he handled the media. I loved that he didn't change who he was. He was himself. Deion was the same Deion Sanders that played football. Super confident, you know, carefully cocky. But it's the thing that makes him him. It is the reason why I don't doubt his ability to obtain success in anything that he does. He just carries an aura of belief that we should all adopt in any and everything that we do. All it takes is belief. That's it. That is why I'm so fascinated with this story, this team this year. That is why I'm going to watch college football. I've not watched college football consistently. I have not committed to college football in a long time. And it is because you get tired of the same teams winning. You get tired of seeing Clemson. Lord knows I get tired of seeing Alabama. Um, Hold on a second. Let me adjust something real quick. Y'all walk with me. Walk with me. All right, that's a little better. Um, but I'm embracing the challenge, the look up, the challenge of this. What he's going to do to these young men, the amount of belief that he's going to instill in these young men, in all of the young men that are watching, Lord, all of the would be or soon to be college athletes that are watching, who are not getting recruited by the Alabamas, the Clemsons, the TCUs, the Texas Longhorns, the USCs. You group of young men who are not being recruited by those Power Five schools or powerhouse schools, you can have tremendous success wherever you go. It's just how you adopt the belief system that says you can. And that is what Deion is magical at. He doesn't believe in can't. He doesn't believe in it. It is not in his DNA. That man is built of some special stuff. And outside of him calling that media professional sweetheart and baby, I know he respects who she is and her craft and her position, but he's got to find a different way to still acknowledge that. Again, I don't know if people are going to call him out on that. I don't know what anybody's going to say about it, but you know, and in addressing the men as men or man, that's just the status quo. But women are fighting for a position. They're fighting for equal treatment in the workplace, especially in a male dominated sport. So I would wish that he would work and change that and acknowledge to her that he, does see her as a professional. But he was just in his feeling. He was just in this emotion. He was just kind of calling names and checking receipts. That's all he was doing. But shout out to Colorado, the Buffaloes, for taking a chance. Not even taking a chance, because hiring Deion is not a chance. You're not taking a chance. You're just making a decision, because you should know what you're getting when you get it. Everything that he does, he just excels at it. But it is his esteem, it is his belief system, and it's his faith. You know, I know that his faith is what carries him. There are various versions of faith and belief, but what counts is that you adopt the feeling tone of what you believe. And Dion has the feeling tone, and he adopts the feeling tone in what he believes. A lot of people talk about what they believe, but they don't have the feeling tone, and they don't walk in the conviction of their beliefs. He embodies his belief. And so that is a difference um, with him. But y'all better get y'all better get these Colorado Buffaloes and their head coach Deion Sanders. Shout out to Prime. Shout out to Colorado Buffaloes for doing what I knew they were gonna do. I knew they were gonna do this. It is the only game that I said I wanted to watch this weekend. It is the only thing that I tried to watch this weekend. I am happy, and stay tuned, because what y'all don't see is that there are a lot of other and the reason that I'm happy for Dion, because I understand what he's trying to do. He is trying to say there are more brothers, more black coaches out here in these streets who are like me. Give them an opportunity. Stop being afraid. The one thing he said is that it makes people uncomfortable. Confident black men make people uncomfortable. And that is just something that we just kind of have to acknowledge. We are uncomfortable with what we don't know. Now, I'm not trying to put a racial spin on anything like that, but what we don't know and what we don't understand a lot of times makes us uncomfortable. And in a sport that is dominated by black athletes, it is interesting that the coaching numbers don't represent the same. I'm not saying that it has to be a majority of black coaches, but I'm saying the representation of black coaches in collegiate and professional sports, mainly football, is a suspicious look. And I'm looking forward to Dion exploiting that, blowing it out the water. And kudos to Colorado Buffaloes, who are going to be the first school to benefit from this lesson. They're going to benefit. Everybody else is going to start looking around for their version of Deion Sanders. And so, shout out Colorado. College football is going to have a wide-eyed experience, and they're going to be people when Colorado starts pulling in that I don't know, I don't watch a lot of college football, so I've forgotten where they go. When they start pulling in that bowl money, Yeah, it's going to be a lot of powerhouse football teams that don't have a Nick Saban, that don't have a Dabo Sweeney. They're going to be looking for their version of Deion Sanders. Is there another out there? You know how they say in the black church when the invitation of Christ comes? Is there one? Is there one? People are going to be looking for their version of Deion Sanders. And so I am happy about that. I want just equal opportunity. I just want the opportunity. I want the option and opportunity for coaches to be opened to minority candidates, because the fact that the sport is dominated with excellent talent, and most of that excellent talent are black athletes, the fact that the sport does not mirror the same is just a suspicious look to me. I mean, come on. People can coach. We know white men can coach. That's been established. And who's saying that they can't keep doing it? But can we invite some others to the table? Are there any other minority? Any other flavor of coaches, right? So I'm just saying, Deion Sanders is going to make some people open some eyes. We're finna pry some morning eyes open. Some people probably doing some stretching. Mm. Oh, what happened? Oh, you know, it's gonna be some meetings called. Yeah, people gonna open some eyes, read some newspapers. I mean, it was an early game yesterday. Yes, everybody probably saw that. But I mean, emotional, mental, morning eyes. When you're just trying to focus and see what really happened, focus and see what somebody is really saying to you. That's what's happening. Yeah. So y'all start looking through your Rolodexes, your old school Rolodexes, and flipping through and see who you can find. It's going to be some more Deion Sanders searches going on amongst college football, and the NFL is next. Ain't no way. Deion, he finna bust it wide open. He finna bust some heads open to the white meat show. So kudos to Colorado. Kudos to Deion Sanders. I am watching this season. I'm interested to see what the fallout is going to be, or if any. It's going to be with this young lady and his dressing sweetheart, because y'all got Cam with that. But because we like Deion, what's going to be different? Let's keep it a buck. In the words of Cam Newton, I'm going to keep it a buck. Right? So that was my only critique of Deion. Hey, don't call the ladies sweetheart. Don't do baby. That's not what they're already dealing with that nonsense, that atmosphere, come on, we can do better than that. Let's address her in her professional capacity. But, you know, I like just calling them out though. Ooh, that was juicy. Some people were uncomfortable. I wish the cameras could span. You could flip that camera around. I wanted to see who he was talking to. But anyway, I just want to jump on. Tiffany Gaines, host of the Seekers podcast. Please hit like and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.